how Glasgow's budget games defied all the odds and sparked golden memories to last a lifetime. When Glasgow agreed in September 2024 to take over the hosting of this year's Commonwealth Games, it felt, to borrow a sporting term, like they had just been given the ultimate hospital pass. With less than 2 years to pull the whole thing together, it was hard to escape the notion that they were risking so much to gain very little. Yes, Victoria would have to provide financial compensation to the tune of £100 million after handing over hosting duties at such short notice, as they balked at escalating costs, set to soar, past the £3 billion mark, and pushed the ejector button. That should have been a sign, just to let this antiquated concept of a multi-sport event for former territories of the old British Empire to go quietly into the night.
Love watermelon but hate the sticky cutting mess? This compact 2-in-1 tool slices neat cubes and flips into a retractable fork for easy serving at parties, picnics, or home. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/3 right now.
The Scottish government and the city of Glasgow, however, thought otherwise, offering a rescue package while simultaneously promising taxpayers that none of this would come out of their pockets. With a total spending pot of only £150 million, these were going to have to become the budget games, the equivalent of ditching the weekly shop at Waitrose for a more cost-effective visit to Lidl. Only 10 sports would feature, and established staples including hockey, badminton, and squash wouldn't make the cut. There would be no free-to-watch road events in either cycling or athletics. Opening and closing ceremonies would be held inside rather than at a stadium. Josh Kerr's stunning run in the blue-ribboned mile event will live long in the memory. It felt like a lot of concessions just to salvage something that wasn't Glasgow's problem to begin with. It also threatened to damage the legacy of the city's hosting of the 2014 Games, still spoken about fondly as a special summer of Scottish sport. There were other issues to deal with as the event got closer. The BBC put in what was said to be a derisory offer for television rights and was outbid by TNT Sports, putting the live broadcast of the games behind a paywall for the first time. There were complaints that ticket prices for some events were too expensive, deterring people from attending. With no free-to-air TV coverage beyond highlight shows on 5 and Alba, there was a danger the whole shebang could simply bypass many people, including Glaswegians themselves. A number of high-profile athletes withdrew late on, including Scotland's Eilish McColgan. And sticking up temporary stands with no roofs at Scotstown for the athletics was simply asking for trouble as a monsoon duly descended. Given all those issues and teething problems, was it worth it? Perhaps surprisingly, the answer is a resounding yes. These have been a slimmed-down Commonwealth Games like nothing we have witnessed before, but the Glasgow organizers have undoubtedly made the most of the hand they were dealt and deserve credit for doing so. There has been enough of a buzz created around the swimming events at Tollcross. The athletics, despite the weather on occasions cycling, netball, 3x3 basketball, judo, boxing, weightlifting, gymnastics, and bowls across 11 days of competitions to have made it all worthwhile. Reuben Ward ignited the host nation feel-good factor with his unexpected gymnastics success. And while the traditional BBC early evening show was no more, that gap has been more than filled by social media, with the game's own channels receiving nearly 500 million views. There is more than one way these days to get eyeballs on something. From a sporting perspective, there has also been plenty to get the pulses racing. Athletes from all 4 home nations have spoken about their pride at getting to represent their individual country rather than Great Britain, something which makes the Commonwealth Games unique. And while Australia gave up the chance to host these games, they made up for that by sending over many of their finest competitors who helped themselves to medals galore, 171 in total, including 70 gold. Advance Australia Fair has been played on repeat all over Glasgow for the past fortnight. Scotland's haul of 39 might seem meager by comparison, but they have also given us many of the game's abiding memories. The evergreen Duncan Scott getting the party started with another swimming gold, adopted Scottish anchoret Evans powering home in both the 100m and 200m breaststroke. Reuben Ward stunning even himself by winning gymnastics gold. Melanie Woods winning her T54 1500m race not once, but twice, then adding the 400m on the same day. Neil Fatchy's enduring excellence in the paracycling, plus Megan Keith's stunning run to claim 5000m bronze. Then there was Josh Kerr, who lit up Scottstown on Super Saturday by powering away to claim gold in a thrilling mile final. The Scot then spent the next hour signing autographs, posing for selfies and chatting to excited kids, and if there is to be any kind of lasting legacy from these last-minute games, then perhaps it is simply that.